finale time.
Again, we're going through this show pretty quickly.
We're going through it so quickly.
Yeah.
And we're well over halfway.
Ah, right.
Because there's only 4.5 seasons. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. It's been a good season.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like a recap now.
Yeah. It really is, because I think we've seen the whole thing. Everything
here. Well, let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
Did we see that?
We've seen all of that.
Oh.
Which bit were you confused about?
With the blue circle.
Eternity Trap.
Oh. Oh, it's another one of these. We've not been here before, have we?
It does look
in
like
a past episode.
It does look very similar to where Mrs. Wormwood went, doesn't it? Poor the Faros Institute, always having things stolen from them in this show.
Well, it's a good thing there's people willing to retrieve those things. Ha! Okay. I see. Can I look or no?
No.
Okay. Well, we've got the Slytherin back again. Ooh, new writer?
Yep, and that's all of them now.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So last time we saw them was the end of the first season. Wow, so it's been a proper while then. Oh, whoa, so juddery. Oh yeah, the Slytherins just a family from the entire race of aliens, yeah.
Well, that might help.
Yeah. Oh, I see now. Yeah. Interesting plan.
It's sonic wave resistant.
So what does that thing actually do? Isn't there something we can do?
Oh.
Who are they? Stand back, Miss Smith.
What? Oh, okay.
We are Blatherine.
Blatherine. Never heard of you.
That explains it.
Slytherin aren't the only family. Right. Let us have your teleport coordinates, and we'll join you in an hour.
I love how most of this has just been arranging dinner.
Yeah. In the majority of this episode so far.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we can trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah. When have the Slytherin ever helped
Very
us?
refreshing way to end.
Not even the same colour.
But it's hard to go wrong with soup.
Unless they don't like soup.
And this delightful liquid is...
Okay, no, they do like it.
Tomato soup.
And Raxacorico, Valon, Pretorius all took their lead from us.
Wow. Okay.
This is rackweed.
I might apply for MasterChef after all.
Sarah Jane, will you be our ambassador?
It's our chance.
MasterChef Raxacorico Pretorius edition. Yeah.
Clyde has cooked a rackweed. We can get Charlotte to do it from the Big Finish audios. Of course.
How much do you know about GCSE biology?
General certificate for secondary education syllabus in biology.
But I need your help. Can come school with me tomorrow.
Oh, whoa. You brought him along to the wedding.
Leave me with
But
no choice.
Sarah Jane had given him to Clyde by then.
This unit may not be removed.
Oh, no.
Thank you. A break from the dog is most appreciated.
Bit annoying, is he?
And the verdict is... The verdict is very interesting. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, he's changed.
It's not nothing if you're feeling ill. The Bane gave you perfect health.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
ill is like.
Oh. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Analysis complete. The rackweed is not harmless.
I knew it. Leathery.
Oh,
Adaption
not
to
harmless,
sea
yeah.
structure suggest-
Where are you going? Failure.
Yeah, I'm only sitting here, so.
That seat has an advantage.
You're acting really weird.
And again, my point stands from the wedding episode. Everyone's gonna wear it. Unless, like,
Emergency analysis
you
continuing.
can't plug in headphones to K9, can you? There's no...
Maybe. That'd be pretty good.
Ooh. It doesn't look like
He
okay.
has been subjected to an incredibly high dose of rackweed spores.
Sarah Jane isn't gonna find out.
What if someone hears him? Make a back.
Exactly.
Find this
But-
too. Release
oh.
his voice straight into my ear.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, but
I need you.
either way, something's happening.
Please help us.
What? What? Again, they just end it. Oh wow. Okay, so
Oh, got Blatherine.
Blatherine. What a name.
Blatherine and now Rackweed. Not gonna go on MasterChef at all.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think that would go very well.
It might taste good though. We don't know.
The spores taste good.
Yes.
Oh man, I mean, for a minute there though, we thought that maybe that there are some like good Raxicolic valedictorians.
Did the story remind you of anything? Because I didn't. I've obviously watched this before, but
Yeah.
it reminded me of a classic Doctor Who story. This time,
Not Seeds of Dead.
Seeds of Doom. Actually,
always getting
that's
confused.
true, but that's not what I was thinking of. Although
Okay.
you're right. Yes, they're very Crinoid-esque.
Yeah.
That's not what I was thinking of. I meant more in terms of theme and plot rather than the rackweed.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. You would say it, and then I'd know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's a similar storyline, but I think it is quite different. Claws of Axos.
Right. So there's these aliens that are on Earth, and they claim to have something good, but it turns
Which
out
is going
it's
to cure
not.
famine.
Ah.
And they give it over as a gift. Spread this around the world. It'll cure
But it's-
famine.
But it's actually not.
But it's
Wow.
actually...
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. But instead, this was something similar to what we've seen before. The Slytherin
It's
are
a cross
basically
between Claws of Axos and Seeds of Doom, which is really weird because the Crinoid is the same, like, monster coloured green as the Axons.
Well,
Anyway,
the-
it was just a behind the scenes thing.
yeah, but yes.
It just reminds me of that a little bit. Claws of Axos.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But you're
It
right as well.
definitely-
You're right as well with
No,
Seeds
I
of
can
Doom.
definitely see that, but I think this, if I'm allowed to say stuff right now, like,
Of course.
it makes it more interesting that it's something like Slytherin because it kind of plays with the expectations.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you think, oh wow, so maybe there's actually, like a potential here.
Yeah.
That there's.
They get on your side by stopping the Slytherin
Yes.
at the beginning, and you sort of think, oh, maybe they are. Whereas with Axos, they don't have that. They just crash land.
Mm-hmm.
And although, they've quite clearly crash landed in Axos, you're a little more suspicious because we don't have this background with Axons. They're a new monster alien for that storyline.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, Claws of Axos was one of the Doctor Who stories that I watched a lot.
Yeah.
years
One of my
ago,
favourites.
so-
Love it.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen it since. I guess we watched
Probably
it as
whenever we
were
watched
going
it as we're
through.
going along,
Yeah, that would have been the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
but
few years ago.
it was.
Just watch it again.
We don't have a video for that, unfortunately, because I'd already seen it by that point.
Savage anyone in the night.
In the morning, it did.
See, what she should have done is put the plant in quarantine. Oh, really? Like,
Yeah,
you would.
that's. Yeah. Put it in a little box
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. I want to see what happens because that those spores got dangerously close to Sarah Jane. Oh.
Maximum extraction.
Cool. New feature.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I thought supercomputer to school was pretty smart, what did you say?
Ideas versus knowledge, maybe? I don't know.
Aqueed will have seeded the whole of London in a few hours,
Oh, wow.
and in approximately 3 days.
Oof.
I was waiting
The worst kind of interference.
And that absolute quiet. Something. Who's making that stupid
And what on earth is that thing? I wouldn't do that. Oh, well, that was quick.
God, it's just occurred to me, we don't often see a straight up death like that. Okay. Okay. Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
you were
In Sarah
saying.
Jane, like, people don't get killed in Sarah Jane Adventures.
That is true. Ah. Whoa. That's... Oh, what?
Luke.
What on earth is...
Ragweed now spreading.
This is loaded with vinegar. You're going to do exactly as I say.
Blathering.
No.
Just the two of us.
Correction, Master Clyde.
Ah.
3 of us.
Come on.
Hey, that, you never...
Bring him in every day, just for this
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah.
My son.
On to normal view.
No. That was trick view.
You're addicted to it. We are not. We just love it, that's all. You just find out.
Oh.
How did that just happen?
Sound.
Period bell must have been.
She can't just have
Oh.
vanished.
Yeah, that's...
She had her
I
lipstick on silent.
Something?
She must have done. Ah, you see.
Stupid woman.
Contact with that computer interferes with this unit's synaptic circuits.
And he gets on your nerves.
Ah, perfect.
That's... How does K9 just not run out of ways to say things?
Oh, K9 didn't tell me.
You know, what's he doing there?
I'll explain later. And they're really, really loud.
Oh, wow. Yep, I was right. Not just sound, all the sounds. Like... Yeah, that, I'm almost ready to go on lays. What? Wow, it like... Wow, that is kind of remarkable.
No, it's all gone.
Yeah,
The raccoon crop.
that's still normal view as well.
What happened to you?
Riley and I took him for walking sessions.
What that means, Miss. Master Clyde took me to school to assist with his lessons.
You did.
We meet again, Miss Smith.
Oh.
Oh, right. But, oh, here we go. Oh, that's the one. That's...
Do you know that feeling too?
No! Just the stomach pain.
Disintegration.
That's disintegration.
Why does this always happen to me?
You did it.
Happened to all of you.
The destruction of the undigested racweed created methane gas. It could not be contained.
Which is more than can be said for people who cheat at tests.
Yeah, but if he hadn't.
I'm going to want to know about the life cycle of a plant.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, Simon Callow was one of the Blatherine.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Marigold. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah, these names, they go by so they're so blurry. Like
Yeah.
I can't quite catch them.
There's a mandated BBC thing where credits can't be more than 25 seconds.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's
It's fairly recent. Oh well, I mean, since New Doctor Who started. But
that's so weird.
yeah, I think it's 25.
Yeah.
Might be less actually. Might be 15. I can't remember. Anyway,
They should probably raise that. If, you know, more and more people are working on these things. Yeah. They show the very last scene in this this menu.
yeah.
That's weird. Why would you want to jump right to the ending?
One.
Oh my word.
Sevens again. You've gone neutral,
Yeah.
and I've gone pink.
Pink.
I've invented a new colour. It's been a while.
Go
I've
on.
invented a colour.
You made a new addition to
Yeah. It's been a
Craps.
while. It's been a while.
It has.
Pink is nostalgic.
Oh. Oh
'Cause-
wow.
Although there's no direct nostalgia, there's loads of indirect nostalgia.
Okay. Like it just gives you off that feeling of something from the past.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
as
really
we've
feels
discussed.
like it could fit straight into the second Doctor's era. It could fit straight into the third Doctor's era. It could fit straight into the fourth Doctor's era. And Sarah Jane just felt so like those Doctors in this. The way the speech to the telling off she gives to the Blatherine at the end. You've made me done this. You know, I just loved that. I loved those moments. I loved her in this. I loved Rani and Clyde in this. Felt really, really strong.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. There was so much going on story-wise. Like it kind of, very eventful one, but also, definitely some things to kind of think about as well. I mean, first of all, it plays with your expectations a lot. You know,
Does it?
kind of. A minute.
Go on.
Well, just in the sense that, like,
Whether or not to trust the Blatherine.
whether or not to trust the Blatherine, because it really does seem like, they're doing something, but you're not, like, 100% sure. And there's something, like, a couple of bits of dialogue, and the ending bit kind of got me thinking. Like, at one point, Rani and Clyde are talking, and they're saying something about, like, being cynical. And Clyde's like, well, that just means, like, realistic or something. And then at the end, Sarah Jane's talking about, like, we thought the Blatherine may have been wanting to help, but, that doesn't mean that that the next meeting will be like that.
Yeah.
So I felt that there was something there about, like, kind of optimism versus pessimism.
Cynicism. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. For sure.
Yeah.
It reminded me, that plot line, again, to bring it back to my nostalgia thing, it's a similar way to how the Ice Warriors are treated in Curse of Peladon. Because they're not the villains in that,
No.
which is playing with your expectations,
That's
as
what
you
I was
said,
trying to say, yeah.
of where you expect it to be the Ice Warriors, because of the history of them wanting to take over Earth in Seeds of Doom and in the Ice Warriors. But they're not the villains in it at all. They're trying to help.
No, yeah.
And then they are again in the Monster of Peladon, after having previously been good.
Well,
So, and of course, the big one that we've not even spoken about is Fury from the Deep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, didn't that have something similar too?
Yeah, so do you remember how they defeat the seaweed?
The sound.
Victoria's scream.
Oh my word. Oh my word, yes! Yeah, I definitely remember that. Wow, this does have a lot of similarities.
It's like picked loads of things out from all across Doctor Who. That's how it really
Totally.
felt to me. Like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I love seeing those things. Yeah.
Totally, right, yeah. Yeah, and just, like, it's got some really, like, witty parts as well.
It's a really
You know,
clever,
again,
I think,
yeah.
script. The reason I didn't give it higher is because I think, like, the first episode, I think, was a bit slow. I think a lot of it was, as you said, they've just spent 10 minutes arranging a dinner party.
Yeah, and of course you have a lot of the well, I say Slitheen, but Raxa Colica Falatoris, that the humour, I guess, if you want to say that.
Yeah, that's
the-
always going to, of course, going to still be there. Yeah, that's, again,
Yeah,
But that's why I've not given it higher.
no,
But
'cause-
otherwise, yeah, I would have done.
sure, yeah. But there's definitely enough there that makes it work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's I think it works as a finale. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that Luke gets ill, just that, is just something we've not seen before. So
Yeah, yeah.
throwing that in there really definitely it adds to the
Tension.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
gives it
it.
some stakes. It's like, what? Why? It's some good development for him as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Clyde and Rani get loads of development as well. They're clearly building a relationship of some kind, perhaps.
Yep. Well, yeah, sure. I was gonna say at the end, there's nothing more important than friendship, but yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, just there's some subtle hints, I think, that they might be fancying each other a little bit.
Sure.
When we're in a classroom and Clyde says, "That's because you love me," she says, "You wish," and then goes, "Yeah."
Yeah,
But,
little kind of smirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, we'll see if that goes anywhere.
But it's great. So that's the end of series 3.
Yeah,
That is both of our least favourites.
yes.
Although slightly, but that's still actually higher than all 4 seasons of Blake 7. So that's not saying much. For me at least.
Wait, what? Which one's higher than Blake 7? Or...
My season 3 score is higher than all of the averages for Blake 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yours
yeah.
is higher than 3 of them. So even though it's the least, it's still fantastic, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm still happy with the overall quality. But yes, I mean I gave a slightly lower one for the last episode.
Me too.
Still, mine was more. Well, mine was like 5.5. So
yeah,
which is. But then again, I wasn't entirely.
It was
sure
an
of that
uncertain one.
so that might
That's
change
perfectly
in the future,
fine. No, that's perfectly fine. Still a really great season.
yeah.
And I'm still loving this show. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm still definitely enjoying it. I think it's found its groove in a way. It's found that it.
Well, this season, as we've kind of said, is playing with the format a bit and the characters a bit more. Where season 1 was establishing it, doing a very similar sort of Doctor Who thing, where we said it was almost like a mini Doctor Who series. Series 2 then focused on the characters and thought, right, let's focus on Clyde for this episode. Let's focus on Luke for this episode. Let's focus on Sarah Jane for this episode.
Yeah.
And season 3 feels now like, okay, we've got a solid group of characters who everybody loves. Literally everybody who's ever watched this show loves them. Let's have fun with it now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. It's like, there's not much establishing that they need to do, so they can just tell the stories.
Yeah.
And do more along the way.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Great. Yeah. We'll move on to season 4. Well, we're going to be taking a break because we've got Doctor Who and probably The Prisoner that we're going to be
we've got to get back to
more
that.
And we will come back to Sarah Jane, obviously, to finish
Definitely.
off, to do season 4 and then season 5.
Definitely.
We will see you for that.
We will.
Outro.